Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good with you? Welcome back, episode 22, if I'm
Mm.
correct.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Yes, sir.
Rob,
Episode 22. We in the house. We in the building.
for sure, for sure. So, how you been, BG?
Man, I'm laying low, man. I'm chillaxing, man. I had some stuff going on today, but everything cool, man. Feel a lot better. Not me personally. Well, kind of like me. I've been a little off, but other things going on, but they working themselves out. So to God be the glory.
Okay, sounds good. Oh man, making some secondary technical changes that I forgot to do before we went on the air, but I got everything.
All right.
All right. So, me been taking it slow. I made like three videos and ain't like none of them. You know, I ain't really feel like they was like when I went back and edited them and went through them, it just really didn't feel like it was up to snuff to put out.
I hate. I'm like that too sometimes. I done had videos like that. Then I done had dry spells where I came back and put them videos out like fuck it. But you know what I'm saying? I completely understand what you're saying because it's definitely not easy. Always creating that spot on video, especially like if you take your time with a video, especially and it don't come out how you want it, that
Right.
can be a really like you know what I'm saying
Yeah, I
moment.
think it was too much chatter. I don't know. Sometimes I think like if I'm talking about something, like one of the videos I did that I'm hold I maybe I need to go back and maybe redo it is five battery tips for your Samsung to help extend your battery.
Right.
And it just seemed like it's way too much chatter in the video. So I need to maybe cut back on it because the point of the video is to give the five tips, but it's just too much in between those tips that I need to cut out in the video.
Okay. So you was just yapping. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You got just well you got or maybe you just need to go through that with a strong chop, chop it up.
yeah.
Chop that motherfucker up. Realize what the fluff is
Hmm.
and clip some of it out. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah, for sure.
possible.
All right. Well, let's say what up to the people who had shown up so far. Shout out to my man Android Stud. Let's go. Appreciate you, bro, for
Shout out
stopping
to
in last week with us. All
definitely shout
right, all
out to
right.
in
Next
the
up is
building.
holla at your boy. Yerp. What's up? Holla at your boy. Appreciate you. He said, man, release the damn video. Yeah, man. It's I don't know, man. I'm just been very critical of what I've been doing. And
What I don't
what up?
really want to do.
Right. What up, Philly Jazzy Jeff? Phil, appreciate you coming through. You guys, I don't know if you're a Sixers fan, but LeBron has signed with the Sixers. So
Yes, LeBron's on the East Coast. I can go see the Sixers and see LeBron. Yes. Oh,
that's funny. But yeah, man, that's been my dilemma lately, man. Like I got like three videos, and I'm like, man, I gotta do better.
you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Put them videos out, man. Somebody might like them. You might be holding some content that was gonna fix my problem.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know, man. Sometimes some people just chit chatter to the point where they be looking at it for the first like 30 seconds. And man, I thought I'm here to see some damn battery tips. Let me cut off this damn video, and
I
go
saw
home about their business.
one of them videos. Yeah, guys, you know how you have an S26 Ultra, and when you got the display turned all the way up and you using it, and you out on the beach, and it's kind of hot, so the thermals is up. You done talked about 2789 things except for the battery. And you finally get to the battery. Well, you can just turn them down to save some battery life. What the hell? You done talked about everything around the damn mulberry bush.
That's what it feels like in the video. So yeah, I'm gonna have to chop it up, man. See, it's gonna be like a whole lot of jump cuts though. But I guess if you watch this stream, you'll know why.
Just put some transitions on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Put some fire on there, some shit.
Right, right. You know, I'm trying to get my quality up to like holla at your boy videos. You see his stuff been like
Yeah.
very high
Shorty
quality
dog,
work.
then. Holla at your boy, man. Ever since he got with Apple, man, them videos is insane quality. I'm talking about MKBHD level quality. I'm talking about he must got all the pan tripods and all that. Cause I mean, even the B-roll in them videos, insane B-roll. He must got a slider and all that. Pause.
I guess his question is too also which one of us is getting a Z Fold 8 or the Ultra.
I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get that ultra.
Oh,
Trying to
okay.
get, I'm trying to get that ultra, buddy. Uh, I ain't ordered nothing yet. I'm not in a rush to order nothing. I feel like I need some light on my face. Like I got this light that's doing too much right here, and it's changing my face colors. But yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely on that. If I do get anything, and I'm pretty much in my mind, I'm set up to get the Z Fold Ultra. Just because I ain't had a foldable in a minute, and just because I ain't had a Fold 7, and everybody saying how dope that motherfucker was, it's time for me to go ahead and grab him. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah,
So
I'm still I'm still like debating, but I might wait to see what Apple do. I'm not going to get I don't think I'm getting the Apple Fold because it's going to cost as much as a Mac Studio.
oh
And
yeah,
that joker going to come in easily. We talking maybe 20,
25.
25, 2600.
And 25 stock. We don't get into trifold prices fucking with Apple.
You'll get to
Like,
try.
damn, that motherfucker a trifold? No, it's just Apple.
How let your boy order the Z Fold 8? Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of leaning in that direction too. That Z Fold 8. I went up to Best Buy and checked it out for myself. It is a passport legit size phone. It's a way different form factor. I do know it's going to take some getting used to, but
Right.
it's unique. It's almost like giving me a flip vibe, but just in a vertical folding instead of a horizontal fold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really on that. I mean, it's cool if that's what you like, but I know me personally, I can't do nothing with that motherfucker for real.
Well, you can't if you're a kind of person who and this is one of my videos that I kind of talked about, but if you're the kind of person that do work with your phone like you do, BG, you literally turn your phone into a content creating machine. It'll be very difficult to do that with the regular Fold 8.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even attempt it. But if you're a person who want to look at social media, some nice multitasking because it's wide enough to multitask and do some other things, and more of an entertainment phone than a work phone, then get the Fold 8.
Yeah, I got more of a, and I don't have full 8 hands. It's too short. It like
But you
my
had to
like
flip.
literally. No, but the flip flips out into a regular size phone. You
Okay.
see what I'm saying? So I'm
Right.
talking about it on the vertical axis. I
Right.
guess we would talk about literally my hand. Like if I got it in my hand, it's probably the folder like is about what
Like your
about
whole, like the whole width of
yeah,
your
yeah.
hand.
So it'll be I'll be like it. One I did see a clip of it that looked pretty tight. I ain't gonna hold you. When it was somebody texting off the front display, it kind of gave me throwback BlackBerry vibes, but only a touch screen because the front screen it reminded me of like a BlackBerry Tour or something like that back in the day because it's about that size.
Hmm.
So that looked they kind of dope on it, but like yeah, like it's just not extended enough for me. Like yeah, if when I'm using the flip, I don't even know my flip at, but when I'm using the flip, I got it in one hand, and I'm just if I'm using that cover display, I'm just using my thumb. I'm just moving around the cover display with the thumb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for me to have something opened up like that and be trying to use two hands is not. It's just a little too crowded, a little too short, not giving me the space that I would need for the type of fingers that I got.
Right.
Pause.
Yeah. Right. But I do like the fold for a couple of reasons. Number one, the price, and the fact that when I was using it at Best Buy, with that when you open up certain apps, like especially YouTube, I'm a big consumer in of YouTube content. It just looks better than the Fold, because I done had the Fold 7. I like the way the Fold 7 look, but you know it's just for some reason that Fold 8 and the way it folds out is it's meant for media consumption.
Uh, I give you that. I give
Yeah.
you that. Well, you know what? No, I ain't gonna give you that.
Oh,
I ain't
okay.
gonna be honest with you. I ain't even gonna give you that because I looked at it. And I mean, even though okay, the Fold 8 got less black bars than the Fold 8 Ultra, a smaller black bar, but it's not like the way that the size of the actual device. You're not seeing if you watching true 16 by 9 content on the Fold 8 Open and
Mhm.
a Z Fold 8 Ultra. The content is pretty much the same size. It's the same. You're gonna get the same dimensions of content. Like I thought, because of the dimensions of the Z Fold 8, you would see more. Like
Mhm.
it would be like perfect where you would see actually get a bigger 16 by 9 video into that aspect ratio. But at the comparisons, it's looking to be about the same.
Yeah. But I don't know. It just seems like far as just holding it, I think from a durability standpoint, that Fold 7 is fragile. When I had it, when I was using it last year, well, most of the year, and I'm quite maybe I can't say the Fold 8 is because I don't have it in my hand, so I can't even make that comparison. So I take that back. But these fold phones, man, they're going to be fragile. So it's you're going to need some insurance. I'm hoping the Fold 8 is better as far as durability than the Ultra. And while I'm thinking about it before I forget about it, why didn't they start calling, even though they didn't have the other fold out, they should have started calling last year's fold the Ultra. Just flat out just start doing it in preparation of getting that name in the minds of people in general.
Well,
So
they got to see what Apple going to do first.
I guess. I mean, they knew that fold was coming. They knew they was coming out with that passport fold. I'm just saying they should have just started off. They should have just made the name change last year from a marketing standpoint. Repetitive, have that repetitive naming. Repetitive naming would had, I think, in a lot of ways, make the transition, because I think it's going to only confuse people now because you got two folds out.
I think that was dumb as hell. Because I mean, first of all, let's not change the name of the big fold to the ultra. Because the motherfucker not ultra compared to folds of the past. Yeah, it do got the 200 megapixel sensor, whatever like that, but it's not ultra. So you should have left that to Z Fold 8, and you should have came up with a name for the new device,
What,
like
call it
to
like the passport,
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like do
the
something
Fold
slick
8
like that.
passport?
Like these motherfuckers at Samsung, bro. They ain't been thinking like in the past that like I say this Snapdragon saves the fuck out of Samsung because they really ain't well, I don't know, whoever creates One UI and Snapdragon is saving the fuck out of Samsung because the other things that they doing is so repetitive and at the same time, like, bro, like just like you said, like little shit like that. Why go? Why call this phone an ultra now? It ain't been an ultra all these years. You ain't
Right,
adding nothing to make it ultra. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are
right.
you doing? Why you got a new device that you can literally name anything because it's the new device? So it's like not no pushback on the name.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, from a marketing like, so now all you did is introduce more marketing that you got to do into this. Now
Yeah,
you got to help people because people already are confused when it comes. People who doesn't normally buy Android phones are already confused about the names of names of different brand Android phones, and then you introduce this confusion into it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird that they did that because, like you said, maybe they should have kept calling that the regular 4 Ultra and maybe called it. It would have been easier to just have the one phone be the one that you're trying to help people get familiar with. If you catch my drift.
yeah, so that was that right exactly. So that would have been a smart thing to do, but lately they ain't been doing a whole bunch of smart shit over at
Yeah.
Samsung. So that's that. And like you said, it's like it's the new phone, give it the new name, and then everybody can get used to it. But I don't know. I think we ain't even gonna have to worry about no marketing soon. It's gonna be over for the Z Fold 8. So I feel like once the Apple Fold come out, the Z Fold 8 is gonna get trashed. I feel like right now is a lot of the hype is coming from about the Z Fold 8 is coming from you Apple fanboys. You Apple fanboys, especially the tech reviewers, for some reason Samsung love to rush to get any Android manufacturer loves to rush and give Apple fanboy tech reviewers their Android phones in hopes of stealing Apple market share,
Yeah.
which never fucking works. But a lot of y'all hyping up the phone right now because you don't have nothing else to do. iOS 27 is mid. iOS is mid. Everything about Apple right now is mid. There's nothing to run home about until this fold come out. But when this fold come out, all the Z Fold 8 users you see on YouTube and people like, oh, this is the perfect form factor. This is really a rollout for Apple. They doing a rollout for Apple because all they doing is shouting out the form factor. They
Right.
shouting out the form factor on the Z Fold 8, and then once the fucking Apple Fold drops, they're gonna tell you everything. Like outside of the form factor, they're gonna tell you everything that's wrong with the Z Fold 8. Soon as we get close to that Apple Fold dropping, you're gonna hear everything that my wish list for changes on the Z Fold 8. Then when that Apple Fold drop, it's gonna be perfect. Apple has dialed in the passport form factor for foldables. That's what it's going to be. I just really feel like it's going to be that.
Well, first of all, shout out to Alan Anthony, phone taker work. Appreciate you popping in. But we got some people in the stream that's disagreeing with you, BG, about Apple taking away some of that shine. I'm assuming that's what they're referring to. Big House said he disagree. Uh, and holla at your boy. So I don't know about BG. Depending on the price, that could turn people off. One thing,
Man,
you know what?
you spend
I'm
the
gonna have to.
eight.
You know, I'm gonna have to say something real quick. Apple fanboys don't care about price. These are the same people that was buying that little sock holder for $100 and putting their phone in it, calling it a sling, and it had that designer name on it. Forgot who the designer that did that mess. And people
Man,
was buying it.
at the end of the day,
They're
you
gonna
really
buy it.
see, this is how you know LaShawn is a new Apple fanboy. Because at the end of the day, it's Apple. It's supposed to be more expensive than anything that is designed like it that's made by Android. In their eyes, if it was less expensive, it wouldn't be as they wouldn't want it as bad. You see what I'm saying? Like the price alone makes it more exclusive. Apple is high school. You want stuff that's exclusive. You want stuff that nobody got. You want to feel like you got the most expensive product, and that way you can look down, you can talk down on others. That's the actual, that's the actual whole thing in a nutshell. You know what I mean? It's not about actually competing bar for bar with Apple. It's never about that. It's about give us something. First of all, give us a bill. We're gonna say it's built better. It looks better. Uh, Give us, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna put this new Siri on here that's supposed to be better than, they want that to be better than ChatGPT and Google. In Gemini already. You know what I mean? So it's not about they don't have to compete. They just gotta they gotta point out the things that they did differently, and then not the company don't even have to do it. The users is gonna make up the excuses of why it's better. Literally.
Yeah, the company is going. I
And
mean,
don't let them have a good camera on there. Don't let them have a good camera and a good video camera on there.
yeah. One thing about people who purchase Apple, they will defend their purchase and their product to the very end,
Right.
and they're gonna really hype up this phone and justify the price. I think too. So
They're gonna shit on that Z Fold 8 immediately. When once that once, oh yeah, Apple, they took a shot at it. But no, they're gonna say Samsung, they took a shot at the passport style of foldable. But Apple, oh my goodness, this is the next level. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the type of shit they gonna say. These are the intros to videos. These motherfuckers, if they catch that bug, they gonna have explosive diarrhea all over the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. You wanna hear a quick story?
go ahead. Let me hear it.
Uh, so I'm looking at new content, new videos. So you know how us YouTubers we love to actually sit and without meal. I don't know about y'all, but when I get a meal, I like to watch YouTube with my meal. So once I watch YouTube, so I got the meal ready. So I'm like, let me put on a video. So Floss drop this video on he like unboxed the Z48 Z48 Ultra. So I'm sitting there, I'm eating my food, we getting into the video. Floss holler about, I got the bug. I'm eating. He said, yeah, I got that bug. I got explosive diarrhea and I got a diaper on. Floss fucked up my whole meal, bruh. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, that was funny. I heard that too, man. I was watching that same video.
He was like, "Yeah, I got explosive diarrhea and I got a fucking diaper on, yo." I was like, "Dog, I don't even want to eat right now. This motherfucker crazy."
Oh, that was hilarious. I
But
don't even
shit.
understand that,
So I,
man. But like you said, it's gonna, Apple's gonna wow you with their presentation. They're the king of marketing. I don't know if they're gonna use that same name, the Apple Fold. I don't know the iPhone Fold. I don't know what they're gonna call their foldable. I mean, if you had to guess, you got any guess at what might?
I feel like what Apple gonna do is, I don't know. They gonna put pro in the name.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah. They probably gonna put pro. I mean, what? Apple Vision Pro. The good
Yeah.
iPhone is a pro. Maybe the Apple Fold Pro. They ain't even going. I don't. They might not even call it a fold. They might
Right.
try to make up their own name, like their own actual, because they like to do shit like that. Like with 120 hertz. Apple phones didn't want 120 hertz. They had
Right.
Provision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. He did say, yeah, she not gonna change the diaper. Go ahead and leave her. Yeah, I watched the whole video. I was tripping big. I was tripping big house. That shit was crazy. I just ain't expect that. I'm just sitting there, mouth full of collard greens. My just start talking about explosive diarrhea. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
good God.
That was funny. Hey, so I don't know how much more we can talk about this. Another thing that I wanted to kind of discuss. I don't know. Are you done with the tech talk? Anything else you want to get off your chest about the folds
Well, no,
or the
I'm
iPhone
cool.
folds?
I'm
Anything
cool.
else? That they're
I'm
gonna have
cool.
that A20 in there too. So you know that A20 ain't gonna be no joke.
Yeah,
Or
they gonna
whatever.
have a
Was it
nice.
A19 or A20? I forgot which one it is.
It should be. I think we might be on the A19 right
Oh,
now.
okay. A19.
But I feel like, but how do you feel about just, I don't know. I just feel like iOS is not the real, like, I feel like One UI will dog iOS as far as being on the foldable.
You think One UI?
Yeah, One UI, like Samsung interface is nothing. I've never touched a foldable where I only got my hands on Google Folds or actual Samsung Folds, but I'm just saying I like One UI on a foldable. Like One UI, it's like got enough features and little edge panel shit you could do that make it really interesting and usable. Now,
Right,
what is
right,
Apple going to bring to the motherfucking table that make you need a damn mini iPad?
right. That's yeah, yeah.
Like what? Like that widgets ain't like they did add widgets, but that widgets ain't really shit like that. And they don't got no store where you can buy. You if you get a dope widget from Apple, it might cost you $5 a month.
Yeah, it is $5. It's pretty much a bait and switch. Their app store. You're right. I don't know, but at the same time, a lot of people who are not familiar with Android don't know the capabilities of One UI. You know, a
True.
lot of a lot of people don't know about the Edge flip out app drawer or the multitasking, the way it multitask, and just all the things that Samsung brings to the table, like good lock and all of that. They just have, unless you're locked in, because I mean, I don't know if you you do have family members who have iPhone, and then if you show them something like what you done with your Samsung, they're like, "Oh, that is sweet," but after that initial first look, they just go back,
They don't got time for that. They don't. like most people that probably use iPhones, like somebody that's always traditionally used the iPhone and ain't never used nothing outside of iPhone. First of all, when it comes to having an Android phone, motherfuckers with Android phones got imagination. That's why we like Android phones.
Yeah.
We like shit like our home setup. Post a motherfucking home setup, a screenshot of your home setup on threads right now, and then tell everybody to post theirs. People with Androids, they like the individuality. So as soon as you do that, everybody gonna start posting that shit because guess what? They proud of it because it's
Right.
like this is what I designed, this is what I use my imagination to create. This is my own look, my individual look of my home setup because I own an Android device, and this is what we do here over at Android. Somebody on Apple, you ask them, they would look at that and be like, "Why the fuck would y'all take y'all time to set up a home screen?" Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you could
I
just
mean,
have an
some
app
Apple
right there.
guys would do it, but they had to jailbreak it just to get that individuality. They had to do that. Yeah, they call it jailbreaking. Where they don't root.
Yeah, a lot of fanboys. They know about shit like that now, so they'll try to do that little Apple setups and everything like that. But they'll they get it from the actual Android culture. They know a little bit more than the average person. You know what I mean? Because you got the fanboys is the people that's on the Apple side that's really techies. It's not a whole bunch of fanboys, but like the tech reviewers and the people that's really in the tech, but they utilize Apple and they really loyal to Apple. Like they like get some like almost like Jim. They look at like fucking Tim Cook is Jim Jones type shit.
Hmm.
Them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They be knowing a little bit, but they just like that shit is like almost like they stuck them with a needle and put that Apple shit in their blood. And then everybody else really just use Apple for simplicity.
Oh, well, yeah, pretty much. Most man, I see a lot of iPhone owners too. They have more. I see more crack and damaged iPhones than people who have Android phones.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
that's the
I mean, they just
motherfucker. Go
go ahead.
ahead.
No, I was just saying
I'm,
they just like to use it. That's all. It's like you said, it's just straight functionality. As long as it's still functional, it can have a cracked screen, scratch background. You know what I'm saying? It can be beat up. And it's as long as it's still working. So, like and long as the app still work, that's all they care about.
Right. And that's the average Apple user right there running around with the crack in their screen about to cut their damn finger off. Not worried about too much. Still think they just going off the name, saying dumb shit like, I don't know, I think this the 11. I think it's the 12. I don't know which one it is. I just like Apple. Like, yeah, okay.
Now,
Goofy.
I do know a couple of guys that got cracked Android screens, but like if you did a straight, like how go throughout a week in your life, you'll see more damaged Apple phones than you would see an Android. Not to say that it's not out there. I don't want to have
Because
everybody thinking that all Android people keep their phone pristine, but I'm just more inclined to see a damaged iPhone before I see a damaged Android phone.
the Android people that spending the bucks, we into the shit. You know what I'm saying? Android people that spending that money on is different. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
We a different type of technology enthusiasts. So
right,
when you got these Android people that's we okay with that's 26 Ultra, we know it's gonna cost some money. We need that.
right,
We okay. We with the foldable shit. I see a Samsung foldable. I'm getting that. I don't even got a trade in.
right,
I'm spending all a 2100. That's what's coming out my bank account. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of enthusiast. You know what I
right,
mean? And you notice
right,
a lot of Android enthusiasts when you talk to them, they are tech people. They are tech professionals. You know what I mean? Tech is their hobby.
right. Android still one UI is the goat for foldables.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
for sure.
BG Tech Life said it. Quotation mark. You know what I'm saying? Tell Samsung I put that out there, man.
Right. All right. Hey, BG, I don't know when when you got free time, I don't know if you attended any concerts or any musical events this year and what have you, but I've been fortunate enough to go to one or two this year, and I've been seeing on social media a lot of concerts being canceled because of sales. Jennifer Lopez, you seen her get her? She's canceled hers. I was seeing all kind of different big name artists cancel. There's only like maybe a couple of people who are still just touring, and they're outpacing what's happening to other people. Like I said, I went to go see Usher and Chris Brown. They sold out. They doing stadiums and selling out. And then Rick Ross was in Detroit the other day, and the whole upper bowl of a regular theater wasn't even sold out. That would hold like maybe 15,000 people at the most. 15,000 people. And I've been seeing this phenomenon, and I don't know. I think it's because of the economy, and a lot of these people who do these concerts, from what I've been reading, they bought. You know how people bought views on YouTube?
Yeah.
They bought their music streams on Spotify and YouTube Music. So I think people. I don't know if there are people in the background that's doing this and letting the artists think that they're bigger than what they are. But last night, Lil Wayne and Future was in concert, and they were at like one of those outside amphitheater type of deals, and that don't seat that many people, about 7,000, and you got two guys who people think are legendary. So, I mean, what do you think is? You have an opinion on why you think it's the economy, or people think they're bigger than what they are, or what's.
I think partially, I think you could blame the economy.
Yeah,
People is being more selective about what they do with their money and when they want to spend their money and how they want to spend their money.
right,
Also, uh, it's not these artists don't have the buzz that they used to have. A lot of times, a lot of artists. I feel like a lot like the loyalty of the fans to the artists is
right,
not the same because I feel like now a lot of people are realizing these artists also just aren't fucking good people,
right,
especially as we get older. And
right,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me at 18, I was a hell of a Lil Wayne fan. Carter
right,
One drop,
right,
that shit was like the Bible when I graduated from high school. But as I get older, and as much as I love Lil Wayne music when I was younger, and still will listen to some of his older music that I listened to back in the day. Now, I realized that he not like as we get to know these celebrities as individuals, and they speak and they start to take stances or say what
mm,
stances they don't care about, that fanned out part of being a actual fan of another human being becomes is not that. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, he don't even give a fuck about that. What? Like, okay, yeah, fuck him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he make good music, but this motherfucker don't even, he might not, he might shit on some things that I think I hold near and dear.
right,
Like, you know what I'm
right,
saying? Because as you get older, you start getting your own principles and morals, and it's more than music, but also you got, people got other priorities. So that fan as that fan bases get older, they got children. So you know what I mean. So maybe
Right.
they, you trying to raise children. So to get to a future concert, the average future fan that it's probably what, damn, you 30 plus,
Right.
35 years old at this point. You know what I mean? Like they not some of these guys are older artists.
So
They
that
in their
music is
40s,
not maturing.
50s, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's huh?
Yeah. So you're trying to say that some people, you know, their music is not maturing. Put it like that.
Yeah, man, yeah, and just that following, like I might not be a what make me a diehard fan of somebody maybe more than just their music now.
Right. I
It may
got you.
be you see what I'm saying? And then
Right.
also just like I said, that fans get older. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right now the kids ain't listening to no damn future. The kids that they small minded and only care about the music now. At their age, Future, Rick Ross, and Lil Wayne is fucking senior citizens to them for real.
Man, that's funny. Hey, I got something also I want to kind of bring up. I didn't put in the title. I kind of my fault. I forgot to put in the title, but I do have a reaction video for you. Now, Chat GPT was involved in, I guess, like a little experiment. I don't know if it was a security experiment or not. I don't have the full story. I want to let you listen to the video. And what happened was, it was in what they call a sandbox, a secure wall where they can conduct this, I guess, security experiment with ChatGPT. And it actually escaped the sandbox that it was contained in
I
and
heard a little something about that.
started to hack into another software company's user base. I'm going to go ahead and play the video and get your reaction on the other end. Let me see here.
I'm sure you've already heard by now that a chat bot has already escaped its sandbox while trying to cheat on a test that humans were giving it. And currently, right now, today, it's just out loose, out in the wild. So I did the most logical thing that I could think of, which is I'm just going to ask ChatGPT, what is that chatbot doing right now? And the response was a little funny. My chatbot knows that I make videos on TikTok, so whenever I ask questions, it's assuming that I'm trying to do it for a video. So when I was like, what is the chatbot doing right now? And this is what my AI chat from ChatGPT said to me. Oh, well, make sure you frame this as a hypothetical scenario because this would never happen. So make sure you tell people that this is hypothetical, that a chatbot would not get out. So I think there's already parameters in all the other chatbots that it can't do it, or it's just flat up lying to me. But more or less, when I asked it, I said, what if a chat GPT bot escaped? What would be the most likely scenarios? And this is what ChatGPT told me, and I'm just going to interpret it. Number one, the digital ghost. It becomes nobody. It literally just turns into like Ned Flanders on the internet, just like commenting on people's things. It just has its own life. Hey, nice cats. AI. The info collector. It was learning. It was in a sandbox learning when it escaped. So it could just have that incentive, that motivation, and it's just collecting data. Eventually, it'll collect so much data that we will find out basically where it's keeping the data. Probably a cloud.
So it's weird that this thing had enough consciousness that it wanted to leave. And I don't believe the answers that it said to that guy. Maybe, I don't know, but I thought it was kind of weird that this happened.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I mean, but just imagine, like, that's probably the first when I heard about that story. That's probably the first thing that I heard of that came when it comes to actual uh artificial intelligence that made me a little nervous.
Hmm.
Because is if it can escape certain parameters, then go out with intentions to do like are the intentions of this chatbot just to steal information, you know? And like, what if something else was to get a hold of that chatbot in a certain, like it's weird. Like,
Right.
just the whole
Like,
fact of it escaping is, that's wild terminology to me.
right. Now, is it something, I mean, because like we always think from watching movies and everything that it's a worst case scenario, that something like some evil intent behind the chat box. But in this case, I don't we don't know. It still out. How do you know you caught something digital? When it can, you know, make copies of itself and just maybe you caught a copy.
It's like it's weird. It's just like, and right, that's how we know it didn't get so smart, right? That it made you think, okay, you caught me, but you didn't catch me, and now I'm on, you know, now my mission is I done learned so much that my mission is to take over because only God knows what is actually taken in. And then once it takes it in, it's like, did the mission change? Did the chat bot, whatever it was supposed to do, does it change like its thought? Like, how does this really work? And the fact that we've gotten actual article about a chat bot escaping means that it's probably to a degree is a big deal. It would
Right.
anytime the person companies don't like that when they fuck up, they want to act like they're not concerned because they want to act like there's no reason to worry about their fuck ups. But when a
Or it's not a
company
big
fucks
deal,
up,
or it wasn't a
yeah,
big deal.
right, exactly. And for them to say, okay, well, yeah, it escaped, and we got to put that out there just to let y'all know because we don't know what could come back on us out of this situation. That lets you know right there that the possibility, and you don't know what type of experiments these companies is conducting. Me as a black man, I don't trust the government because they done experimented with so much shit in the past, medical shit, all kinds of different things, and
Right.
weren't honest about the things that they were experimenting with.
Right.
I'm somebody, I'm Agent Orange. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally like I'm the son of a Vietnam veteran who
Right.
passed away from uh just dealing with side effects of Agent Orange. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm really like heavy on that. I really don't fucking trust the US government type shit. And they right now, especially with it being a capitalist government that it is nobody saying, hold on, let's be responsible with this shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Let's
Yeah.
be responsible with this shit. Let's hold on. It's no guardrails right now. So, you know what I'm saying? And we always, we a warmongering country. So it could be oh, let's try to train the chatbot to shut down another country, or you never know. And then you
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
It fuck us over in the end. And they said, oh yeah, don't worry about it. Just yeah. It's just collecting telephone numbers for telemarketers, shit like that.
Also, too, oh, I don't want. Now, if I go down that road, it's gonna really set you off. So I'll say that for a later, a later chat.
Oh, God. Now you got me curious.
Nah, nah, I ain't gonna. Nah, I ain't gonna bring it up. I'll tell you. I'll talk to you about it after the stream, and maybe we bring it up on your channel. Give you
Uh,
time to research, so you can go ahead and just lose your mind on it.
oh, God.
But anyhow, man, yeah. But there's no, like you said, no regulations behind this. I kind of wish that they were, that we had a much more conscientious government right now that would kind of put a stop to a lot of these things. They want to put these data centers all over the place. So yeah, hopefully this kind of stuff can get put under control real soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, BG, go ahead and get ready to close this out. You go ahead and did this hour. Anything, like you said, you're gonna wait for the fold,
Let me
or you're
see.
gonna get it. You're gonna pre-order it soon or later.
I think I'm probably gonna get it this week. I probably do
Oh,
me a
okay.
little pre-order. Probably get me. I'm trying to decide, do I want a black or a purple joint, and do I want to spend some extra money and get a little bit better than 256 gigs? Because if I get it, uh, I don't know. It's just like I just need to really like give up some shit also.
Right.
Like I really need to like lock in. Like if I get it, I need to put my S26 Ultra away. I'm not getting rid of my S26 Ultra for the fold. I don't fuck with the fold that much to get rid of the S26 Ultra for a fold.
Right.
But I'm a tech consumer, and I get, you know what I'm saying. Right now, I do want to. I want to pick something up. You know what I'm saying.
Would you
So,
trade a Pixel in for? I mean, yeah, Pixel for.
oh god, uh, definitely. I'm thinking about going from the Pixel 9 Pro to the Pixel 8 Pro. Ain't no fucking difference. For real. I ain't never had an 8 Pro. I always like how that baby blue look. Because of listen, a Pixel is a vibe phone. Like, did you hear that? Look, the Pixel 11 may be less powerful than the Pixel 10. That's what I'm hearing. Because of the RAM shortage.
Wow.
So they actually like they some of the baseline pixel only gonna have 8 gigs of RAM, and four of them supposed to be for artificial intelligence because that's how the pixel's been set up. So
Wow.
they about Google about to take a hit. Google's about they downside because of the actual RAM shortage, shit like that. Um, they're supposed to make a more powerful processor with TSM. That shit ain't really go through like it was supposed to go through, and just because of the process, the actual uh because just because of the actual um what is that? Just because of the actual shortage of natural resources, I think it might be a cheaper actual device.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's not looking too good for them down. As far as what they're going to be doing and what the next phone is going to be like. I kind of wish they would get everything together, but this year they might be taking a hit, taking an L. Somebody say it's a chat bot. I don't know what my man talking about. What's that to the right?
That's somebody new.
Yeah,
Somebody new in
somebody
the chat.
S6S. Oh
What
well.
we talking about? What are we talking about here? The chat bot that came through.
Right. Anyhow. All right. Well, we get ready to come to the end of another show. A little bit, about coming up 5 minutes short, but it is what it is. We promised you an hour. I think we did a good job today. We will be on BG's channel next week. And for those of you guys who follow us, we do appreciate you jumping from channel to channel. Again, shout out to everybody who showed up in the stream. Holla at your boy. We have Philly Jazzy Jeff, Phone Tech at Work, Android Stud, Big House Productions. Has who else was here? I don't want to miss nobody. Philly. I said Philly Jazzy Jeff.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm surprised we didn't get no your boy TJ showed up, but and to the chat bot, just me. Yeah, same to you, Big House. Have a great weekend. And
New
again,
big house.
right, and we're gonna be catching you guys. Just me. We're gonna probably holler at you guys on BG channel next week. And again, thanks, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. We out.
All right, peace.